Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're going to do the watch party predictions for the Saturday night main event. Now of course my predictions are always 100% correct, about 40% of the time. So let's get into what the matches are. There is 5 matches on tonight's show. That is going to be Michin versus Chelsea Green for the WWE Women's United States Championship, the very first of its kind. We're going to have Liv Morgan as champion defending against Io Sky. We have big old Gunther defending the championship against Finn Balor and Damian Priest in a triple threat match. We have an absolute no reason match of Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. And then lastly we have Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Universal Uwu Championship against big old Kevin Owens. So, personally, I think this is a fairly easy match to work out, but I could be surprised. There could be surprises, but I didn't think Shinsuke Nakamura was going to win the United States Championship of LA Knight. That came out of nowhere. But let me go through the card, and I will explain who I think is going to win. I genuinely think that the WWE Women's United States Championship was made for Chelsea Green. I don't think Michin is realistically on that level to be holding an undercard title at the moment. I don't think she's been given enough screen time, and Chelsea Green has been on the performance of a lifetime, and she is doing amazing work. I think it would be an outright sin to not have Chelsea as the first ever United States champion. Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. As much as I like Io Sky, Liv Morgan's storyline is not with Io Sky, it's with Rhea Ripley, and I think it will be Rhea that will take the belt off of Liv Morgan eventually, and I don't think Io Sky is the one to win this match. I think Liv Morgan is 100% retaining her championship. Gunther versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. This is less a story of Gunther versus someone and more a story of the continuation of the story of Finn Balor and Damian Priest going against each other. It's also slowly turning Gunther from basically an immortal monster heel into more of a babyface. And I think they're trying to kind of work him, maybe not exactly face, but they're not making him as heel as he used to be. They're making him more human, making him more relatable, making him more vulnerable. And I think that's come across with the fans. So I don't see Gunther losing the belt to either Finn Balor or Damian Priest. I would be absolutely shocked if they just put the belt back on Damian Priest. I don't know why they would do that. The only swerve I could see is if Finn Balor steals the championship, which I think would be a great disservice to Gunther as well. But the only reason that it would maybe happen is to allow Gunther to enter the Royal Rumble. Because generally champions aren't supposed to enter the Royal Rumble. They have in the past. Brock Lesnar did it. But generally the champion isn't supposed to be in the Royal Rumble. So I think maybe if they want Gunther in the Royal Rumble, if the plans are for him to actually win, then maybe this would be the point that he drops the belt. But it would have to be under some very strange circumstances, I would say. And it would probably be Finn Balor pinning Damian Priest rather than pinning Gunther, so that Gunther wasn't the one pinned. And because it's a triple threat match, that gives me some... That puts me a little bit at unease, because it makes me think that maybe Finn Balor could be so sneaky that he could run off with the world title. But I would put my money on Gunther retaining. Then we've got Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. This is Drew McIntyre's return match since Hell in a Cell, and Sami Zayn has absolutely nothing to gain from winning this match. I think this is the easiest match to call of the night. I think Drew McIntyre is 100% winning this match, unquestionably, and I think it's just going to be a case of how brutal is the match going to be, because I think the whole storyline here is that Drew McIntyre doesn't just want revenge on Roman Reigns, he wants revenge on everyone that's ever helped Roman Reigns, which obviously is eventually going to include CM Punk again at some point, but we've seen Jimmy and Jay taken out, we've seen Sami Zayn, and I think it's going to accumulate with Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, and then maybe that is going to push Drew into more of a main event tier, or maybe into the title picture a little bit again. And then lastly, we have Cody Rhodes going up against Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, and I don't think Kevin Owens has a snowball's chance in hell of winning the title that Cody Rhodes won at WrestleMania 40 against the Tribal Chief on Saturday Night Main Event. I genuinely think that Cody's probably going to keep the belt for a full year, and who Cody fights at this year's WrestleMania, whether it's going to be The Rock, whether it's going to be a rematch against Roman Reigns, whether it's going to be CM Punk, whether it's going to be, like someone like, from left field, maybe Gunther, maybe Seth Rollins, maybe Drew McIntyre. There is so many high-tiered names at the moment, and Kevin Owens being champion doesn't make sense for many of them. So I don't think Cody is losing the belt to anyone until at least WrestleMania, and even then, I don't see Kevin Owens being the guy to dethrone Cody Rhodes either. I think this is just a nice storyline. I think we're just kind of spinning our wheels for the big storyline to come along, and whether that's going to be The Rock, whether it's going to be Roman Reigns, whether it's going to be something new, we don't know. But when we get to the Royal Rumble time, things will start making sense for how WrestleMania is going to look. And I don't think WrestleMania includes Kevin Owens in the main event. I just don't see that happening. So, with that all said, my predictions are Chelsea Green to beat Michin, Liv Morgan to defend the championship against Io Sky, Gunther to retain the world title against Finn Balor and Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre to beat Sami Zayn, and lastly, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes to defeat Kevin Owens. And there we go, folks. That is my predictions for Saturday Night Main Event, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree with any of them in the comments. Also, you'll notice that there are 6 spaces and there's only 5 matches, and there's only one winner in each of the 5 matches. There's no tag matches here, so that means that you actually have a bonus space that you can use for someone. And if you would want to know what my bonus space would be, I would be considering putting Finn Balor in here, just in case he steals the world title from Gunther. But that is it for this video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.